Good morning. Here we are. Happy Thursday, March 5th. We're 5 days in, and here I am, killing it. Don't know about that, but we'll go with it. I'm psyching myself up. The hair looks bad. It needs to be washed and blow dried, and Anyway, we're not here for the hair. Could have its own YouTube channel. Anyway, so today is March 5th, as I said. And quickly, because I think it's fun, we're going to do the national holidays. And this is going to drive me nuts. All right, get there. At 4 o'clock in the morning, I am not doing my hair. This is out of bed, run a brush through it, and it is what it is. Anyway, so today is, I gotta bring it up because I even researched this a little. Hi, Deb, how are you? I love it when she calls me Morning Glory, Lori. I'm ordering some Morning Glories, to plant in honor of you. I got to have something for them to grow on, though, because they take off and do their own thing. So I'm thinking I need one of those trellises, or something for them to grow on. But I am getting some. I gotta, right? I must. So I was doing the national holidays when I first woke up, waiting for my coffee. And today is National Cheese Doodle Day. Okay. I have no complaints with a national cheese doodle, with a cheese doodle, right? They're pretty good. A trellis, yeah. I'm gonna call it my Deb plant. That's what we're gonna do. But that's not till May, because I live in New York. May, which is forever away, forever. So it's National Cheese Doodle Day. I don't have any complaints with a good cheese doodle, although I like, the cheese doodles, and then they have the crunchy ones. You know what I'm talking about? I like those a little better than just your regular average cheese doodle. National Absinthe Day. That's alcohol. Never had it. I'll let that one fly by. Not much of a drinker. And it's National Scott Day. I don't know what that means. I guess if your name is Scott or you use Scott's toilet paper, we'll let that one go too. I will anyway. And it's National Multiple Personality Day. But the one I'm most excited about, and we're going to do for dinner tonight, is it's National Poutine Day. Yay! Which, when I was waiting for my coffee to brew, cheese doodle is fun to say. Yeah, it is. I was waiting for my coffee to brew. I did a quick search about poutine because I wanted to know where it originated and blah blah blah. Well, what I came up with was it's from across the border. It's up there across the border, Quebec. I guess is where it originated. So, we can blame our friend Kevin from Tuber Chat. He's up there somewhere. I think he's Toronto. I'm not sure about that, but he's up there. It's his Canadian area, right? So the fries with the gravy, we're doing that tonight. And I tell the girls, and we're going to have a whole thing about poutine. Because if I can make it about food and incorporate it into dinner, that's great. Like last night, I did we did the cold cuts. We were supposed to do it the night before, but the deli closed and we didn't get there in time and blah blah blah. So anyway, we did we did the deli sandwiches last night. That was a big hit. Sophia said, "Oh my gosh, Nana!" The bus driver took because he picked him up on the way home. So he took Sophia with him and walked into the deli, and she said, "Oh, it smells so good in there, Nana. My mouth was just watering." I'm like, I know. It's a true Italian deli, right? So they have all the cold cuts. They had the wedding cookies. They have the cutout cookies, and then all the salads, like with the olives and the um, all that kind of stuff, and then the pasta salad. It just smells amazing when you walk through that door at Itcha, which is a great marketing tactic. You can't walk out of there without buying. Um, so that's our national holidays today. So we are definitely celebrating the poutine. Or I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. Anyways, the gravy over the fries. How can you go wrong? So we'll have something tonight with fries, and I'll put gravy over it, and then we'll have a whole discussion. It's a national holiday. We're doing it. Um, what did I do yesterday? Besides my rabbit, I didn't stuff him last night. I was gonna. Um, and good morning, Giovanna. Don't know what that means, but I'm thinking it's morning. Oh, oh, yes. I don't even know how to say that. I would have to plug that into Google. She's going to teach us. I'll be able to write it before I'll be able to say it right to pronounce it correctly. Listen to me with my twang. Um, let's see. A boy, Gino, Boigano, boy. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Oh, she's going to tell me. Okay. Boo on Gorno. Boo on Gorno? Oh boy. It's early for that girl. I'm not even one cup of coffee in. Buongiorno. Buongiorno? Bor because isn't the G a J? Buongiorno. Kind of like bonjour, right? I can speak French. Well, a little bit of Canadian French. Um, Buongiorno. Is that better? Am I closer? Buongiorno? Because it's a lot like bonjour, which means hello and yeah, better. I'm getting better. Oh, funny. Anyway, oh, we could all laugh at Lori trying to learn um, Italian, which you should sit down with Sophia and do that because when she goes to Italy next year, next February, she'd have a leg up, right? It means good morning, just like the French. See, bonjour. I can say that because my mother used to speak fluent French. She would speak French in the morning or the afternoon, one or the other, with the nuns because she went to a very Providence, Rhode Island, and they spoke English in the morning and French in the afternoon, or vice versa. So she was very fluent, very fluent. Uh, if you want, I can give you a phone number. Yeah, we should do that. That would be fun. We should do that. She could get a leg up, and you could give her the things that she really needs, like bathroom, right? Or morning, good afternoon, goodbye, thank you, all of that. I don't know why. Yeah, in private, we could do that. Yeah, not on YouTube. No. That would be fun. Give her all the things that she needs. Those little cute, those very important words. That would be fun. She would like that too. Because I shared the McDonald's thing with her, and now she's kind of researched over there what's what. She's getting very excited. What's less than a year away now, next February. So good for her. A chance of a lifetime. She's going to have to take me along through pictures and video, I guess. So when she's here, yeah, right. Yes, that would be awesome. Are you on Facebook? Um, Here's what I did yesterday. I did manage to get 3 of these done. I didn't stuff my rabbit because I was laying on the couch with Peony, and he fell asleep. But he's like a little water bottle. Okay. Um, he's like a little water bottle, so he curls up by my stomach under the blanket that I have on, or the quilt, because I cover up, because, it's cold here in New York. It's a little chilly still. Watching TV. So here's the 3 I got done yesterday. And I fell asleep. Hence why I'm probably up so early. So I fell asleep about probably 9 o'clock. Bus driver woke me up at 10:30. I went to bed, fell asleep, and I'm one of those people, as soon as my head hits the pillow, I'm out. I'm gifted that way. And I woke up at 3. You'll give it to me on Discord. Excellent. Excellent. That would be fun for her. Yeah, she would love that. She is super excited, and that would be fun for her to learn from you. And then she'll have a leg up. Because I would think that would be the most frustrating thing, is to go to another country and not be able to speak the language, right? They have a tour person through this company they're using that is Italian, right? But to have a leg up and be able to know those key words would be awesome. You fall asleep fast too, Deb. I know it's a superpower, right? It ticks people off. The bus driver he doesn't understand it. He gets very jealous. He's like, how do you do that? So your head hits the pillow. Well, first of all, I'm not on my phone, right? I plug my phone into my nightstand because I have one of those nightstands that has the little, plug thing. I plug it in, and that's that. And I'm not on my phone. I think that's part of it. And when I'm in bed, bed is for sleeping. And that's the only time I'm in bed, right? I don't go lay on my bed like my grandkids do, and lay on my bed. I don't do that. So maybe that's why, I don't know. But anyway. Good morning, William. How are you? I speak a few languages. It's my so-called life. Hi. Hi, William. What do you speak? It definitely helps. Yeah, even if you can get those key words, right? Bathroom, please, thank you. Uh, food. I don't know. Things you would need to know. Um, as long as I don't have one. Um, so yeah, that would help her immensely. It would be fun. She would love that. So William, I was gonna ask you on one of your live spots, since you're here, where, and I know what you're gonna tell me, well, I already have it. But where do you find all of your fabric for garments, right? Um, 'Cause since Joann's is closed, now where do we find them? He's probably going to tell me, well, have you ever seen the stuff behind me? I have it. I have a stash. I will be leaving as soon as I have to take my daughter to the doctor. No problem. No problem, Giovanna. Thanks for stopping in. And we'll hook up on Discord. Um, so that's what I need to know, William. Um, where do you get fabric for garments? Because now I'm at a loss, right? I purchased most of my fabric in the flea market and the swap meets. Okay, good to know. Good to know. That will work. Um, I was thinking about that the other day because I want to make some stuff, some garment stuff. And then I thought, okay, I could go to the three. Oh, we were talking. This is what we were talking about. We were talking about how they had the runway show at QuiltCon. Okay, this a couple days ago, and they really didn't have a showstopper. If you know what I mean, like a beautiful evening gown or a wedding gown, right? If you watch fashion shows, they didn't have that, so they got me thinking we need that. But then I'm like, where do I get the fabric now? So the best case scenario I could come up with is go to Goodwill and buy a couple of wedding gowns or a couple of prom gowns or something like that and use that fabric to make my own. Because I was half kidding, but I think it would be fun to make a showstopper, right? Like a wedding gown or an evening gown and wear it. That I was like, well, where would I wear it? I could wear it to Walmart or Wegmans, which is a highfalutin grocery store here. Um, Morning, Lori. Sherlock Sows. How are you? I would love to go to a quilt show that had a run. You would be all about it too, wouldn't you? Can you see William walking the runway? I can. I can. But they didn't have a showstopper. They had great articles of clothing because I watched it. I was like, okay, I'm waiting for the showstopper. They didn't have one because I was really waiting for a wedding gown, an evening gown, something like that. They didn't have it. I'm awake. Yes, you are. You're awake. You're awake. That would be so fun, wouldn't it? I might thrift it, right? Buy a couple of wedding gowns, make my own. I don't know where I'd wear it. Maybe just try it on for you guys and be good with it. Or somebody that's going to QuiltCon or one of those shows, they could wear it. I could send it to them and they could wear it because I'm not going, but I live vicariously through you all that go. How's June today? But that's my thought. Where's the showstopper? They didn't have one. I was all upset. Well, that makes me want to make one, right? It could be different quilt blocks. I'm imagining it. Different quilt blocks of different satins, right? Um, that would be neat. That would be. I'm thinking that would be pretty cool. See, William, the next quilt show you and Jess attend, you need to make one. Wouldn't that be fun? Even if it's an evening gown. Um, Good morning, Andrea. Congratulations, by the way. I saw your post. Yay, she's at 300. Yay, go good going, girl. It's a it's a it's a struggle to get to 5. It seems, just my opinion. Um, doesn't it sound like fun? You should do it because you guys go. I don't go. I'm gonna do one and wear it to Wegmans, and then have my granddaughter walk behind me and video the reaction. Just because I'm like that. um, but yeah, no one sleeps in the U.S. Well, not true. There are sleepers, just not us. We are early birds. Early birds. I'm like a toddler, Giovanna. I sleep early, right? As soon as my head hits the pillow, and then I wake up early. And I think the older you get, well, I know this for a fact, the older you get, the less you sleep, usually. And the only reason I know that is because I used to work in a nursing home 11 to 7. Um, those people, those poor people are awake. A majority of them, not all of them. There are sleep. I really do. I envy them who can just sleep and sleep in till 11 o'clock in the morning. My whole house can do that, but I can't do that. Um, 5 to 6 hours a day. Yeah, that's me. But see, I fall asleep really early and wake up really early. And I'm okay with that because my house is quiet right now. The dogs are sleeping. The people are sleeping. Well, they're going to get up in about a half hour. But I'm okay with that. I'm cutting fabric for my next quilt and video. Right, because Andrea, I learned, I didn't know this, but Andrea is a nighthawk and she does all of her sewing between like midnight and what, 5, 6 a.m., Andrea, and her filming. Um, Probably for the same reason, maybe. Or she's just a nighthawk and she's awake. Uh, I was awake at midnight and I'm awake now. LOL. See? I'm telling you. That's what I learned in the nursing home. When I worked in the nursing home, you don't. And my mother was like this too. She was like early to bed or 10 o'clock ish, right? And sleep until 2 or 3. And then, oh, hello, world. Here we are. I take a nap in the afternoon. Yeah, me too. About a half hour. About a half hour. Usually it hits me about 2 o'clock. Sometimes I'll go get a cup of coffee and be good. Um, but yeah, I have to wait until hubby goes to bed. See, I knew it was something, Andrea. I knew. Was it subbies that you got 300? Was that what it was? I was reading that this morning when I was waiting for my coffee to brew. So now I'm trying to remember, and I think that was it. I take several naps during the day. Yeah, I vote yay for the nap. I have always gone to sleep at 12 a.m. and gotten up at 6 since I was 12. Really? So it's just habit. I have 301 at this moment. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So you have 301 subs. So that's a huge milestone. It's hard to get there. Seems like forever. And then once you get there, you know, it's a little easier. My next video will release at 5 a.m. My internet actually cooperating today. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I really am looking into finding. I'm doing these half square triangle things for this quilt. Um, I'm actually looking into finding a cheaper one. Mine has gone up from $60. Now I'm up close to $100. There's cheaper out there, more affordable, right? So I'm thinking about it. I gotta shop around. It's ridiculous. Homework till 11 and reading till 12, 12 to 1 a.m. Oh, yeah, yeah. Uh, so that's what I'm working on. That's what I'm sewing right now. Because I'm out of these. I don't know how many more I have to do, but these babies, these half square rectangles, be the death of me. But I did figure out how to do them. And what works for me was what worked for me. Grab it. It's over here. Ooh. Was the easy. You can't even see that. Okay, I'll get it together. The easy angle ruler. This one, right? To cut those, and then it's like a scant quarter inch, and then trim it up. I've also free. Oh, wait, what? Now I'm intrigued. Andrea said I also have free electricity between midnight and 5 a.m. So I try to use the most during those hours. What? Okay. Where do you get free electricity? Do you guys have like a solar farm that you're feeding off or something? I might have that ruler also. Yeah. I don't have a lot of rulers. And they had a specific one they were selling and it sold out for this mystery. Of course, anytime Bonnie Hunter mentions something, it sells out, you know, um, especially when it's for her yearly mystery. So, and I'm not the type that'll go out and buy a ruler unless I'm going to use it more than once, right? So I have these easy angle ones that I bought at Joann's like eons ago, probably when I worked there. Um, you know, yep, see, here's the package. When I worked there, so I got the discount plus it was probably on sale because that's how I used to work that when I worked there. It had to be on sale, and then I got my employee discount. What am I making? I am working on the Bonnie Hunter mystery. Here's one of the blocks. It's not pressed yet, but that's, see these half square rectangle things? The death of me. But I finally figured it out. It took me a minute. A wing and a prayer and a lot of rumbling. But yeah. So this is one of the blocks, and the other block is like a friendship block. You can Google her mystery. It's for sale now in her store. It was free until February, but I do it every year. I make her mysteries. So I run the dryer, the dishwasher, the washer during the free hours. That cuts down a lot. Now, why do you have free hours? This is what I want to know. Is it because of do you have like a wind turbine thing or what? That's what I'm curious about. How do you get free electric between 12 and 5 or 6? The electric costs more. It's not worth it. Okay, I get that for Giovanna because she's in Italy. I'm a little jealous too. I'm not gonna lie. That's when I'd be doing my laundry. I'd be doing all of it. For sure. Have a great day, Giovanna. We'll see you later. I'll see you around. See you around on the tube. People always gave me rulers when they knew yeah. Yep. I'm cheap that way. I won't spend the money. Just won't. Unless it's a dual duty thing, right? Trying to figure out what I'm doing here. These don't match. Okay. It's an incentive that our electric company here in Texas offers. Well, New York, get on the stick. Because we pay a ton of money. I can tell you, I'm a freak about turn the lights off. If you're not in the room, turn the lights off. And with the girls and stuff, unplug that if you're not using it. Like they're terrible about the cords to charge stuff. I said if you leave it plugged in, it's still sucking electric, and if there's nothing hooked to it, it will kill your cord, your charging cord, sooner rather than later, right? Plus, it's sucking electric to nothing. There's that. So I'm kind of funny about, turn lights off and try to conserve, because utilities are expensive. And you've done 2 loads of clothes. I would too. I'd be doing that too. Everything would be done at night. Everything. We have our own power grid down here. Okay, my sister lives in Texas too. She does. Huh. New York is missing out. For sure. Because I would be all about that. I would for sure. I'd be getting all my stuff done. Smart of Texas. She lives outside of Austin. Just outside of Austin. north of Austin, from what I understand. So that's where she lives. I think she wants to come back here though, which would make me happy. But she quilts. She didn't quilt much when she was up here, but once she went down there, she started quilting. So what is up with that? Oh, it would be great. It would be great if she came back up here and I could have somebody to quilt with. Besides my YouTube friends, right? Um, I'm not the type to, I don't think, to like join a guild or something like that. Good morning, Sandra. You know, I was talking about you, grumbling about you yesterday. Did you hear me? Actually, it's good evening to Sandra. It's like midnight, 1 o'clock there, where she is. About you mowing your lawn. uh, yeah, you mowing your lawn. I look outside and there's still snow out here. I said, that's just wrong. So, did you mow the lawn yesterday? That is that is wrong on so many levels. It's not even funny. I have a serious case of spring fever for sure. Yes, that's what I was grumbling about. It's 1:30 there. No, it rained. So are you going to do it today? I'm going to get my block cut out. So when you do your live, she does her live at 3 my time, 3 Eastern. So y'all calculate what that is in your world, um, where you live. 3 Eastern for me. She's going to do a block in my honor today. No, just kidding. It's called the what? Lori Star or something? You have D, so no mowing. Okay. I'm a little jealous that you are mowing. I really am. Look outside and there's still snowdrifts. And we could get another good snow that isn't off the table. And yesterday was a big thing because it was the anniversary of our ice storm of what, 90, 91 or 92. It devastated our area. It really did. Um, I remember it because I was stuck at work for 3 days and I was just postpartum. And I want to say it was with my older daughter. They're close together. One was born in 91 and one was born in 92. So it's hard to remember. I want to say it was my older daughter. And so it was all hormonal and it was awful. It was 55 degrees out. Oh, oh, Lori, I'm jealous. Yes, Lori Star. She's doing Lori Star today. So, which is a free pattern from an awesome site that she pulls patterns from. And it's a pretty good. I love stars anyway. I'm a star freak, so um, couldn't sleep with a foot. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't stand those foot cramps, leg cramps. I know why I get them. Um, Too much caffeine, not enough water is my problem. Because I drink coffee in the morning, and then maybe I don't drink too much soda anymore, but um, patchworksquare.com. Yeah, check out that site. It's awesome. for free blocks. Usually what, 6, 9, 12 usually. But anyway, so that's why I drink the Propel, because I don't like water. I think water tastes nasty. But I will drink the Propel because it's flavored and it has the electrolytes in it. And when I drink one a day, it takes care of those leg cramps for me, or foot cramps. Because I was getting leg cramps. I get foot cramps like in the arch of your foot. Crazy stuff. Getting old is not for the faint of heart. Let's just say. See, Deb got up with leg cramps. The Lori Star has 52 pieces. Well, I better get cotton today, huh? Sooner rather than later. Does it really have that many? Now I gotta look. It didn't look like it did. Of course, I would be complicated, wouldn't I? Just kidding. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Let's bring that baby up. I haven't printed it out yet, but oh, well, yeah, okay. Got it. I'm going to show you in a second. Okay, here we go. This, oh. I'm not good at this. Okay, over. This is the block that Sandra will be doing today. Yeah, I can see where it's 52 pieces or 51 pieces. I want to see. Oh. I want to see. Oh, it's kind of cool with the different layouts are kind of cool. Let's look at those. Oh. Continue. No, don't do that. I should print it out. I should have printed it out. So it's an Ohio Star surrounded by. I don't want to do that. Stop it. Trying to get the layouts to come bigger. They're not going to. So let's see. Can we copy link? All right, now I'm going to go to. I'm going to see if I can do this on my phone. Let's see. If I can break into my live. Oh. Sorry about that. Let's do this. Ha! I did it. Ha! Now let's see if it goes there. Oh, it does. Look at me. Technology. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. So that's the box. Sandra will be doing it at 3 o'clock Eastern. And I guess I better cut it out this morning because I did not realize it. All right. Good job. I did not realize that it had so many pieces. So I'm glad I noticed that. Or you let me in on that, so I won't be cutting it out at 2:30, right? Because procrastination princess right here. Um, your printer isn't working. All the subcuts, yeah. The other blocks I sent you, I've made. Okay, that's cool. Because I'm gonna do them. Like I said, I'm doing all purples of these blocks, purples and whites, and I'm gonna put them all 12-inch. I'm gonna put them into a rag quilt. You would get it done. I don't know. So I'm gonna start it early this morning. We're not gonna procrastinate. So I did the block Kathy had yesterday because it was a star. It's a star. I do it. That Kathy's Quilts and Crafts had. I did that one. Yes, all stars, all stars. That's what I want. I did that one on her live yesterday. Well, not on her live. During her live, I did mine. So now I have a whopping 2. But one must. So I have this one. This is the one I did yesterday. Okay, during her live, and she was doing that from the same site. And then I love this. This might be my favorite black. What is this? Intertwined Sandra? Intertwined Star or something? I do love that block. So that might be one of my favorites. I don't know why. I think it's catching. Intertwined. And intertwined. Yeah. So those are the ones I have so far. Well, I just started that. Black here, black there kind of thing. Um, all purples. Maybe with some other colors thrown in. And then I'm going to rag quilt it when I get enough. It has to be a big quilt because, I like big quilts. Do not like my feet hanging out, right? Takes me forever to make a quilt, but I like big quilts. It's kind of like that apple bottom song or whatever. Yeah, get that in your head. Uh, Hello, new viewer. What time is it there? It is 4:51, and welcome, luminous. Wait, let me not mess this up. Luminous, luminescent fortune. Do you have a name? Give us a first name. Well, I might remember it. I might remember it. I am working on the Bonnie Hunter mystery. Angel. Or no, Angel? 151. 152 for you. Yep, Sandra is 152. I'm 452. I'm doing this little um, challenge, I want to call it. But I'm kind of liking it. Come on, every day in the month of March, trying to get my 15 minutes at least of sewing in, right? I'm usually on here for a good hour, but usually I do get 15 minutes during that hour because I'm talking. um, and so I can move some whips forward. Excuse me. I love it because I get to talk to people like that, like Giovanna. Okay, she's in Italy. I have some subscribers that are from England that have popped on in the last week. Um, I have Nighthawks, Sandra, and Deb, the early morning risers, and June's in Iowa, and it's 3:52 there, so she's like an hour behind me. So we have a lot of fun, right? I only intend to come on here for 15 minutes, but I'm chatting with y'all, and we're chatting about whatever. So welcome, and I hope you join us more. Um, we have a lot of fun, and people follow. I don't know why, but people actually come on and talk to me and listen to me, which I think is great. Um, because my family could care about my stitching or my quilting, right? But they're like, "Oh, that's nice." So we have a lot of fun here, and a lot of the people that are in the chat are content creators also, and they have YouTube channels. Sandra does, Deb does, William was on here, he does. Um, I made my first sewing project. I borrowed a machine from the library and now I need to go. Yes, you do. You're hooked. Yay. Welcome. Welcome to the world of stitching because it could be sewing. I do both. I don't show a lot of my sewing on here. It's more my quilting. Um, because I don't know. Uh, the quilting is more of a passion, I guess. But I do sew too, like garments, that kind of thing. Um, to do so, welcome. We're glad to have you. Uh, Sandra's posting some links for you of content creators. She just posted Deb's. Me. I have a channel. Yes, Andrea just made um, 300 subscribers, which is really a milestone, I think. Um, I bet. Yep, there you go. Sandra posted hers. It's because of your lovely energy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I never thought I would have one. I really didn't. I'm being truthful. I just did it because I used to blog um, back in the day. I used to have a blog and I would type it out and post pictures of stuff I was working on and my family and all of that. YouTube's a lot easier. I can just turn this on and talk. I don't have to worry about punctuation, grammar, run-on sentences, you know, all of that. So that's why I have a YouTube channel. Plus, it'll be good for my family to look back when I'm no longer here, right? And I get to connect with people who actually understand my addiction of stitching, of sewing, of fabric, of whatever. And they do become your family. They do, your YouTube family. Um, and they're friends, right? Uh, I know the 30 minutes of sleep won't last. Me. She posted it for you. Um, we are family. We are. We are very. We are family. I would say we're friends, but I think we're family. I probably never meet half of these people in person that are on my YouTube, or I go to their YouTube channel. Probably will never meet them. You know, um, maybe a couple, but we do become family. We care about each other. We talk to each other offline, even, right? I talked to a few people on the Facebook. Um, Sandra's one. Lots of people. Um, so it's a whole. It is family, and I appreciate it. I love that. Um, So welcome. I'm always up and working, but I usually am not chatting. But still, my buddies were here, so I'm listening. I iron and cut fabric and jump in with me. Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. Yep. And usually when I'm sewing, when I'm not on here, right? When I'm not doing videos or lives or whatever, um, I have people on my phone and I'm playing videos and I always leave a comment, whether it's just hi, just to let them know I was there and hit that like button. Because content creators who are trying to grow their channel, it's a lot of work. I'm a lazy one, to be honest. I do a lot of lives, don't do a lot of videos. And technology for me is tough because I wasn't raised with it, and I'm trying to learn, baby steps, right? So, but usually it's easier to do a live. It's easier to just jump on here and, you know, and I get to converse with people, right? When you do a video, you can't do that. They can leave a comment, but it's not the same. Um, Good morning, Susan. How are you? Lives are much easier. I'm with Deb. Deb and I have the same mindset about the lives versus videos because we're not tech savvy, right? Plus, you get that live, you know, you you're all talking to me right now. Where if it was a video, that wouldn't be the case. Uh, you've met Susan Munger in person? Lucky you. Bye, June. I'll see you around on the tube later. Sweet dreams. Uh, I don't know how to edit. Neither do I. To be honest, if I do a video, I just upload it. Wing and a prayer. There you go. It's rare that I do them, but when we did that collaboration, I didn't edit it. I, you get what you get. I wish I could, but I don't. I brought her. Yes, I did. I brought her the featherweight sewing machine. Oh, I'm with Deb. I don't. I'm lucky I can post a picture, that kind of thing. It's very confusing to me and aggravating, right? Some stuff I'll have my granddaughter show me, and I'll be like, okay, slowly, you have to do this. Slow. Because she'll go in, boop, 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 push buttons, and be like, no, you can't do it that fast. I'm learning here. Learning. So, Sarah Jane is her name, and you love her. That's a very appropriate name. Okay, Lori, have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm glad she got a wonderful new home. Aww. Aww. Yeah, I love it. That's another hobby, isn't it? collecting sewing machines. I have some. Yeah. I should bring them out every once in a while. I've got a few. I have a few. That's a total another hobby. That's for sure. So I'm trying to match these up. Well, fun. So that's what I'm doing because I don't even know how many more stars I need. I'll eventually get this quilt done. So my featherweight sewing machine. I've got 4 hobby fixes. Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky. You're lucky. You're lucky, Susan. I wish I had. I wish. I wish I knew more. Right. Maybe Dee will be the one to sew and get her. Yeah, I know. I'm hoping that one of my grandkids takes. My daughters never did. One of my grandkids gets bitten by the bug, you know? I don't care. I don't care if they're just sewist and make garments or home deck stuff or whatever. They don't even have to be a quilter per se. Um, but I wish one of them would. Even one of my grandsons. That would be awesome. That would be so awesome, but I don't know. Nobody yet. I've tried. I've tried with Sophia, and that lasted about 5 minutes. Um, Addison really hasn't shown me that she wants to. I think maybe Emily might. I have how many grandkids do I have? I have 6 of my own, right? 4, 2. I have 6 of my own and 2 bonus grandkids. And they range from 16 to 5. I went over it before I gave it to Sandra. When I got to meet her and Laura Austin in person, I had a wonderful time. Aww. Oh, that's great. You were in celebrity shock because of Sandra? That's funny. My nose is itching because I don't know why, because I'm on here. It does funny stuff like that. And anybody who does this knows. Good morning, Annette. How are you? It's another fabulous day. She's so happy in the morning. I have to give it right back to her. I do miss her box openings because she was doing box openings during the holidays, and her level of happiness is like way up here. You can't help but smile when you watch her. You can't help it. So now that she's not doing her box openings anymore, I kind of miss that. I would watch her every day and be like, huh, she's so refreshing. So we're gonna do the poutine tonight. And I'm gonna do a little more research because when I do these things with the kids, they ask questions and I have to, I wanna seem like I know what's going on. But so we're gonna do the poutine tonight, which originated in Canada, according to my little 2-minute research. And he made her wish come true. Oh, because she got herself a featherweight. Featherweights are awesome. I have one. I do. I do. I have one. I don't use it as much as I should. But I do have one. This I think I caught on the fold, which didn't. So let me give that a quick cut so I can use it. There we go. Today is Thrilling Thursday. Ooh. Oh, what's thrilling, Annette? Do tell. Let me see. What could be thrilling today? I have made 3 or 4 complete tops on her. Oh, on your featherweight? That's awesome. I have a 301 too. That 301 she's a mean big sister, let me tell you. You can't kill her. She's a tough one. 301. Hi, Joy. Good morning. That 301 is, whew. I picked her up at a flea market, and it was just the machine. It wasn't the feet, it wasn't the cord, it was just the machine. I took her home and I thought, well, if she doesn't work, she'll be good decoration, right? So then I learned that the featherweight and the 301 share the same cord/foot, right? So I used my cord from my featherweight and I plugged it in and it works. That machine works. I cleaned her all up as best I could and oiled her. You can't, that thing will sew through anything. I'm telling you, the 301 she's a beast. She is a beast. And heavy? Ooh. I did a job once this was during my seamstress days when I had my business. For a guy, it was like marine vinyl. I was fixing his boat cover, and that's what I used. I used that machine, denim needle, and yeah, it is the big brother, big sister to a featherweight, and a tough one. Sewed through like by that. Put a denim needle in there, and whatever you put under that machine, it'll do it. It's a workhorse. Tough machine. And I paid nothing. I paid nothing for that 301. I think it was like $10 because it didn't have anything with it. It was just sitting there, and I was like, well, it would be a cool decoration on the shelf if it doesn't work. But sure enough, it did work. So she sits in my other room, and just I bring her out every once in a while when I need her to be tough. When I need a tough one, you know. I should rotate them more. I should, but I don't. 18 minutes more, and then I have to go. Okay, 18 minutes more. And you have to go to bed? My husband took 7 months working on a 301. I got it free, and it was in bad shape. But now it's in working order. Wish the bus driver would take up that hobby. He's a mechanic by trade. He took small engine repair in like trade school. You know how they have the trade school when you're in high school? Yeah, you got to keep up with D. You need your sleep. You're right. You're right about that, Sandra. Um, well, so he took small engine repair, and essentially that's what this is. I mean, you know, I understand a little bit, but not a lot. And I know there's YouTube channels out there that would walk me through it, but you know, time. Got to pick what's important. It would be good to learn, I guess, but you know, that would be awesome if he would learn it. Then he could be like Susan's husband. Yes, and it works like a workhorse. It does. They are awesome. Uh, took 7 months. I can't imagine. Is it a black one? Mine is black. I don't know if they came in other colors. Did they come in the tan or was it just the black? Sandra and Laura Austin taught me FPP. Love FPP. It has its place. I don't do it as much as I should. But once you get it in your brain, because it's kind of backwards, right? Uh, yours is black with a short bed. They also came in tan. Okay, that's what I wasn't sure of. And they had a short bed, and then they have a long bed, right? I'm trying to think what mine is. I don't know. That's going to force me to go look today. It has the thing that clicks down. Does that matter? You know, where it clicks down. So it's an open, what do they call that? An open throat, maybe? Let me think. Well, these two don't match. All right. Let's see. Maybe this one does. Oh, it does. Okay. Senators and mother. Because you're left-handed. Oh, okay. Interesting. That's the one thing she wanted. Yeah. And we went live on YouTube also. Okay. Yeah, I like paper piecing. I just bought a couple of books because of Joe. You're watching this, Joe. Yep, she knows who she is, Miss Joe. How many people bought that book? I didn't buy that one. I bought two of them. You're left-handed too? My daughter's left-handed. What book? The paper piecing. There's a book. What? What's the name of it? Deb, if Deb's still on here, I think Deb bought the book. But I bought. This one and this one. Joe got everybody. I shouldn't say everybody. Joe got a lot of people paper piecing. Sew Yourself a Merry Little Christmas by Mary Hertel or Hertel. I don't know how you say it. Anyway, so I didn't buy that one. I bought this one because of this dog right here. This one's pretty cool too. Kind of looks like Peony. This guy right here. He looks like Peony kind of when Peony puts his ears up. So I bought this one. And then, who can resist a farm? I bought this one. And then she also has an Etsy shop where you can buy patterns for like $3. So that's another place you can access her patterns, but she has such cute stuff. But I want to make little baskets per se, or bags for the animal rescue or the animal shelter. So that's why I got these two books. I mean, look at the rabbit. He's cute, right? Those look interesting. Yeah, and they weren't super expensive. But if you go to her Etsy shop, you can get one pattern for like $3 or $2, something like that. It's nothing. Spend more at the drive-through. They now make a left-handed quilting rollers, but I've trained my brain to use, the regular ones. Everything for left-handed people is so expensive, which is wrong. It's just wrong. You can't help it you're left-handed, right? You didn't sign up to be left-handed. Excuse me. So they're going to charge you more because you are? It's a racket. It really is a racket. Yeah, sew yourself a merry little Christmas. That one's cute, but I have a lot of Christmas. And Christmas to me is short-lived. You put it out after Thanksgiving. This is how my brain works. After Thanksgiving, it's out for what, a month? And then you're putting it away. I love Christmas, don't get me wrong. But I'll use free patterns for that, right? That's how my brain works. Although I have paid for a couple of books. My 8-yard bowl of Robert Kaufman Turtles fabric arrives today. Yay! It's always fun to get fabric in the mail. I read last week that Robert Kaufman's brother. Oh no! Passed away. I love his fabrics and Tula Pink. Yeah, I like that new one that Tula came out with. And I like her stuff too. Bright and vibrant, right? The patriotic quilt for America's 250th birthday. Is anyone making it? Which one? The one from the Fat Quarter Shop? Are you talking about? So true, Susan. After 60 years, not buying new left-handed right, right. That's crazy. Good morning, Zaza. You made it home okay? Welcome home. First of all, how was your trip home? Was it all right? Hopefully everything went smooth. I kind of wrote, because this is how I feel about it. It's always good to get away. It's always good to be home too, right? Makes you appreciate home a little more, I think, when you leave. That's what I've always noticed. Um, I still haven't done FPP yet, but I bought the book hoping to try it this year. You'll be able to do it. You'll do it, Jeb. It's just once you, I think, this is my personal opinion, it's kind of backwards, because you're always right sides together. Once you get over that, I think it's easy, and your your tips are sharp. Um, you don't have to worry about cutting tips off and sorry. There's advantages to it. I bought the Betsy Ross panel to make the patriotic quilt. Okay, I haven't seen that one. Betsy Ross panel. Is that the one that Pat Sloan is doing? Where do you get the pattern? Everything nautical and beachy works for me, and I bet it does. I bet it does. Thanks, Lori. The journey home was good, as it can be in the cheaper seats. Right. That's a long flight, too. How long of a flight is that? Oh, goodness. It's got to be 6 hours anyway, I would think. I don't know. Stay small and use batik stab. Yeah, that's a good idea because batiks are stiff, right? I'm making several 250. Yeah, me too. I'm in on the red, white, and blue, and I want to donate quite a few too. I want to start donating one a month, but I gotta get caught up. I don't know. I bought the panel on Etsy. Okay, it's about 8.5 hour flight. Ugh. Ugh. It's not a direct flight, or is it a direct flight? Ugh, that's a long time. Start with solids, Deb. That's what Susan is suggesting. Susan or Sandra. Yeah, plus that's a good point. Sandra said batiks don't have a right and a wrong side. So if you accidentally mess that first piece up, it's okay. It's all right. Uh, I just typed in Betsy Ross panel. That's what I'm working on now. About the patriotic fabric. You're about out. Or I get donations. My adventure. Oh, yeah, I know. I hear you, Andrea, because it stinks when you have to be on a budget or you don't have the budget for it. Uh, Michelle sent me some patriotic fabric. I have a couple more left. Mm, yeah, that's tough. That is tough. There we go. I was just saying it. All right, so here are more of the dreaded half square triangle, rectangle, half square rectangles. I have to press them and then square them up. You know, because they go here. I don't know how many more blocks I have to do. But it's coming along. I'll be very excited to get it together. It's my favorite part, putting it together. The elephant wouldn't look good in solids. But the batik, yeah. Well, I don't know. That elephant is quite the undertaking. I really want to do the firefighter from Legit Kits. Yeah, I like the batiks too. But it's costly, right? Andy from True developed a ruler for the half square. I saw that. I got one before the hubby lost his job, and I love it. But here's my problem. This is, I didn't get it because I don't know how much I'm going to use that ruler, and I'm a frugal quilter. If I can't use that ruler for more than one thing, or think I'm going to use it more than once, I won't buy it, right? I saw hers after the fact. I think she was on Sean's one day and she was talking about it, and I was like, well, too little, too late. Because now I figured out how to do it. It's good for FPP too. Okay, that's good to know. So that's what I mean is I have to have a multi-use for it, otherwise I won't do it. Tutti Frutti is a reduced, yes. Her Tutti Frutti, Sandra's Tutti Frutti, is a reduced size elephant pattern. Because we can copy it if we want. A light box is good for, I think she meant light box is good for FPP and applique. Yes, I got it. I'm like, White House, what? Oh, light box. That's what she meant. Stupid autocorrect. You will see me use it in my mini stripology ruler in almost every video. Okay, I'm going to be looking. Andrea. I know, right? Stupid autocorrect. Too funny. Anyway, so been on here an hour and a half. Wow. I will be looking. So today is Thursday. Sandra's on later. Anybody else on today? Andrea's gonna upload a video, or she already did. We'll check that out. I better get to sleep. The alarm goes off in 4 hours. You better rest up because you have your live today, Andy. Good night. Sweet dreams, Sandra. Remember to click the like button. Yes, please do. It will go live in a half hour. I'm gonna go look. I'll make a comment. You'll know I was there. Even if I just put hi. I always make a comment. Good night, Sandra. Sweet dreams. I'll see you this afternoon. Leanna should be live in about an hour and a half or so. She should. She said she watches, but she doesn't comment and then tries to go back to sleep. So, Leanna, if you're watching, we're waiting. We're waiting for you. Oh, boy. Heart count. Thank you, Andrea. Oh, boy. Anyway, all right. So, I sewed all the half square rectangles that I could, that I had cut. So now I have to press them and square them up. So I've done quite a bit of prep for, I don't even know how many more blocks. I think I have like 10 left. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's a process, right? Enjoy the journey. Um, you usually go to bed after Leanna is over. Okay, good to know. Miss Nighthawk. Miss Nighthawk goes to bed after Leanna. And then, but I will be checking out your video today, see what you're up to. And everybody else, I'm gonna get off here. And everyone have a great day. And be sure to check out all the new content coming out. Hey Mel, I'm just getting off. What are you doing? Good morning. I put the inner border on Song Sparrow yesterday afternoon. Yay! I want to see it. Darn. That's okay. I can talk to you in Discord. EPQS is doing a giveaway. You can enter once daily to try to win. No, stop. A Millie Longarm. Enter daily through April 30th. Thank you, Susan. We're all going to run over there and enter. If I am awake when you are live during the day, I stop by. Be blessed, less stressed, and pet some fabric today. You as well, Andrea. I've been entering and plan on winning. Well, that's positive attitude. If you don't win, I'm gonna take that. uh, on Facebook. Okay. We're going to check that out. It's on Facebook. Okay. Um, yes, Melanie, we will see you in the Discord. All right, everybody. I'm going to wrap up. I will see you all on the YouTube somewhere. Value of 25,000. What? Okay. We're all doing that. We're all doing that. APQS on the Facebook. Check it out. All right, friends. Have a great day. Enjoy whatever you're going to do. Live the dream. And have some poutine because it's National Poutine Day. All right. All right. I will talk to you all later. Take care. Bye bye.